Hello, Mox. I'm here today with the Florida Southern men's coach, Brian Richey. Say hi, Brian.
Hello, everyone. How's it going?
This is his second season here at Florida Southern. Coach Richey, you finished off the fall season with some pretty good scores. You guys had 2 wins. How do you plan to carry that into the spring season?
Yeah, it was a really good fall. 2 wins. The guys really were pushing each other hard during the qualifying, which I think has kind of been the foundation of our program this year. It's just been really competitive to get in the lineup. So I think when they get in the lineup, they feel like they've already accomplished something when they've beaten their teammates to get a spot. So we're going to keep pushing each other and keep putting an emphasis on qualifying and get in the position.
Okay. And for the spring season, is there any way that you feel like how you contribute to the team has an impact, whether that's in the weight room, on the course, off the course? Talk to me about that.
Yeah, so I think most of my expertise comes on the grass, with the golf, with the course management, with the short game, and kind of how to shoot the best score, how to dissect the course during a practice round. So we put a lot of emphasis on short game in the practice rounds, chipping and putting to those locations, and just really being disciplined of okay, what's the wind going to be doing today? Okay, well, sometimes a practice round is the total opposite of what the course will be during the tournament. So having the awareness of looking ahead a few days to kind of figure out, okay, well, today maybe I'm playing the same way as I did in the practice round, but the third day might be a totally different course where you could have 4, 5, 6 different clubs off the tees. So I think, like I said, just putting the emphasis on qualifying so they earn their way in, and then we're gonna continue to just work hard on our short games and get ready for each course we're going to.
Mm-hmm. And in the spring season, how many tournaments are we expecting to win?
Well, we set a goal for the season to win 5. So we had 2 of 4 to start the year. So if we get another half of our 9 that we play in the spring, we'd hit our goal. But, I want to take it one tournament at a time. We're excited to open with the Matlock, which is our home tournament. So I think obviously we, on paper should be the favorite there for the home tournament, but we still got to go handle our business. And then really excited to go to Las Vegas again, which is our the national championship preview. We played really well there last year in the final round. So we have, the lineup could be different, but most of, we should be at least a few guys still in there that were there last year. And then, conference, we won the conference last spring, so that's another goal of ours is to defend that well. So that's over at Lake Jovita. We'll get a look at that course in our second tournament of the spring, and then we'll get to play it again for conference. So not often you get a tournament or a course twice in the same semester. We'll get it hopefully for nationals as well. So with the preview and then the national championship. So we're getting a lot of courses we're very familiar with. So I really feel like we could win any golf tournament we show up to, but we got to still do our work, before we get there.
Right. And obviously you guys have some pretty strong players. You have some pretty strong freshmen that came in, and you obviously have some pretty strong seniors. Who on the team are you expecting to shine through a bit more this year or post up some good scores and really lead the team?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Colton was our best player last year, and he had a solid fall, but not his standard probably by any means. So looking for him to get off to a good start in the spring, as last year he won the Matlock and Lake Jovita St. Leo's tournament, so he should feel pretty good about those. Not saying he's going to win them, but I look for him to get off to a really strong start in the spring. 2 of our 3 freshmen have started really strong. Jack, hope he continues his good play. And then, Dante is one of our 5th-year guys. He only played 2 tournaments, coming back from injury. So I'm really excited to see him with another couple months of kind of practice and getting his body back in the swing of things. But yeah, really, it's wide open for our lineup still. We have a couple individual spots as well coming up in the spring. So I'm hoping to get as many guys in there as we can, at least those first few tournaments, and really see who's our best 5, going down the stretch. But like you said, we have 3 5th-year guys, that's so rare to have in the same year. So, Tyler Mastretta and Max Burrell. So those 2 guys, they went, they were kind of our anchors last year as well down the stretch. So don't be surprised if you see them kind of have a really good spring as well in their last spring, as a mock. So.
And is there anything else you'd like to add about the team before we end our interview?
Yeah, just overall, just really pleased with the way the guys work. We have a really good family atmosphere. So a good mix of 3 older guys, 3 younger guys, kind of 3 guys in the middle. And yeah, it's been great to have the facility here so they feel like they can call this place home, as I'm sure, the ladies team feels the same way. So, yeah, just being able to, not have the weather or the darkness hinder their ability to go work, being able to hit in the sim and hit on the putting green. So just, another more emphasis on how excited we are to have this building. So,
okay. Thank you for your time.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.